Awaken Cohort.
And welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates Plus. I'm Captain Tyrek of Heavy Cruiser GCS Sarah, as we continue our campaign against the Romulan Star Empire. And we are doing pretty decently. I do believe, and yes we have finally captured the planet here at 21-9. We also have our planet here at 23-9, and the Romulans are once again back here at 23-7. Somehow they have managed to slip past the blockade and striking fear into the background. Which is very Romulan if you pause to think about it. But since we are making steady gains, we shall not turn back. Probably, maybe, the AI will take it for us. It does update every so often and might flip the towel for us. But if not, we'll head back there for the last. So let's just make sure we are topped off in supplies. It does appear that we are so. And set out into space. Space. Out here. No one can hear you. Breathe. And we'll go on our first patrol. We have found the enemy planet. We've been sieging this planet for a little while. It's been a couple of days since the last episode. I got a little bit ahead on recording. Hit that red alert, increase that speed. We are checking out an enemy heavy cruiser. It is a D7L. Ooh. So a D7 leader. Let us increase our speed to, what is it again? Right about here so that we can charge the Wild Weasel. That's what that was. And we have 0.9 points of power that we can't spend elsewhere. Because you can't allocate 0.9 points of power. I mean, we could throw it into shields, but yeah. I would gladly go down 0.1 points of power and speed to, get that extra point of power, or go up 0.9 points of power and speed. We are facing an enemy light cruiser. It does appear to be Klingon, and it's KDR. But as you can see, maybe not from that angle. From this angle? Yes, as you can see, the Romulan paint on it is clearly a Romulan heavy cruiser. And actually, if we can... Yep, RKDR. So she is indeed the Romulans. So we'll be killing him. Hopefully with great firepower. It is a D5 variant, so there is that to look forward to. D5s are probably one of my favorite Klingon ships at this point. I mean, the C7 is awesome. Don't get me wrong, the C7 being a fairly large battle cruiser for the Klingons. We flew one during our Klingon campaign. It was amazing. We loved it. But the D5 is definitely close, very close to being just as cool. It's a sleeker design, it's a smaller design, it's a light cruiser design. But, yeah. So enough about faffing about that. I've noticed that pretty much every single Gorn starship looks just about the same, which is a little disappointing, but what can you expect from unimaginative lizard people? We are prepped with the, almost hit the lower button. He's fired his plasma torpedoes into the Klingon vessel. Excellent. He now has 3 turns where he cannot fire those plasma torpedoes into us. So let us reinforce the forward shield to the maximum power and prepare one of our S-type plasma torpedoes. Charged and ready. Open fire. 1. Prepare with the second one. Start to slow down. He has dumped a Wild Weasel. All stop. And we can't help but go by them. Prepare for a high energy turn. Stand by. All weapons are selected. The defense shift has gone away. Eat plasma! So we've ripped open half of his shields. They're just completely gone at this point. And we then did a decent amount of damage. By decent amount, I mean I'm hoping that we fried most of his systems in terms of power when we wiped out 2 Phaser 3s. And a Phaser 1. So we splashed our plasma across the ship going that way. It was very magnificent. You should have been there. So the self-destruct went off. I totally forgot to go check for medical supplies. I feel foolish now. He has dumped a mine, and I'm going to be completely honest, we don't really care. We are not prepping a Wild Weasel right now, so we will put that point into defensive systems. Mostly defensive ECM. We're going to pull in a little bit tight. We have our full phaser complement ready to dish out the damages. And we're going to start poking holes through his ship. Give him no position where he can go that will be safe from our wrath. It was a fake torpedo. I was like, really? You fired? He does have a fairly wide plasma arc. I think that's something that happens mostly in OP+. Because I'm almost positive that in the stock game, you just do not get that big of a plasma torpedo arc. So we do have a single plasma S torpedo about to become ready on this bearing. So if we can fire it soon, we can make sure that, yep, he will not be able to run away from it. Yep, he does jump the Wild Weasel, though. So we will slow down and come in on a bearing. And this is going to prove mostly disastrous for him. Because as soon as that attack shift goes away, and it's gone, we can fire everything else. Well, as soon as the rest of our plasma torpedoes finish charging. But that won't be much longer. Goodbye! Boom. Just there was no chance. At that point, yeah. He dumped his Wild Weasel too early to protect himself. And we took advantage and annihilated him. 248 prestige, that's okay. We did neutralize the tile, we'll keep pressuring. We don't quite want to go for the planet just yet. We kind of want to wait to go after the planet until after we get something bigger, but no, the reason we're avoiding the planet is because I want to be out here for a little bit while longer, because if we go at the planet and we get involved in a real fight, well, we'll probably have to go back home. And it's, what, 2-3 sectors away? So not exactly something that I would jump at wanting to do. So we're up to speed of 12. We're prepping a Wild Weasel. We have nothing on scanners as of yet. We'll just go in here and make sure that we are prepping the forward shields, just so that they're there and we don't forget about it. And we'll increase the speed of time. We're looking probably somewhere around here, is what I'd estimate. There it is! It's a heavy cruiser. What kind of heavy cruiser? K7 RB Avis. And if I pop over here, I'm gonna guess, yeah, that's Klingon paint job. We're fighting the Klingons. Excellent. Which means we won't have to worry so much about things. A K7. Wait, maybe not. Maybe we are fighting the Romulans. K7. Yeah, he's got to be a Romulan ship. Got to be. Also, we are real... Yeah, RK7. So I missed the R at the very front of it that told me Romulan. So prepare to fire S-type plasma torpedo at maximum range. It's not maximum range. I think an S-type plasma torpedo will do full damage out to a range of, I want to say, 25 or 30. It's a powerful weapon. He has fired his plasma torpedoes in response. It's a lot of them, too. Wow. I'll stop. We did manage to basically punch him in the face with a plasma torpedo, which is always nice. And his systems are still... Okay, we're going to select all plasma torpedoes. We're going to come here. We're going to come here. And... Surprise! Come on, come on. He's traveling fast enough. He's in the middle of it. Really? But how are you... You're doing 5.8. The mine will go off at a speed of 4. Huh. Let's prep a Wild Weasel, because we might need it. I am very confused by that one. He was on top of it. He was traveling at a high enough speed. The Avis Claris. Sounds like a shoe. We're slow down a bit, and we really just don't have a great angle here. We can get on his tail. Let's prep a tractor beam. What is he doing? Like, I know what he's doing, but still, this is annoying. So the goal here is the tractor beam is on, it'll hold him, we'll be able to plasma torpedo him with just everything that we've got. Pure and simple. And then we'll release him from the tractor beam and move on. Increase speed, we gotta try and sort of keep away from his front. Okay, we've got basically a full punch ready to go. And he has equaling our plasma torpedo armament, so he's actually a very good choice to equal us. And we're currently desperately trying to... Here he is! All up and select. Come on, tractor beam. So we ate one to the face, and now we're going to push away. Did our Wild Weasel finish building? It is done. We're going to prep another one immediately. We're going to start hitting him with the tail whip, because we need to get out damage as much as we can. We've knocked out both of his F-type plasma torpedoes. His S-type was flashing on the fritz. It's not quite charged, and it looks like we knocked out this S-type, and it's now in for repairs. We are on the opposite side of the ship from his current plasma weaponry, so let's try and avoid going on the starboard side of the vessel. Okay, we've taken out his S-type torpedo. Excellent. We did take a little bit of damage. Security teams, give me a ship. Oh. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to beam you over onto a dying vessel. So that was an interesting thing. We wasted a mine and 4 security personnel. 290 prestige, neutralize the tile. Let's peek. We'll take a peek in, see what we're doing. Ooh, there's 2 planets. Ah, this must be Romulus and Remus. The twin planet system. Where the evil Picard comes from. In the movie that we really didn't like. It was a train wreck of a movie. Just don't bother watching Nemesis. Star Trek movies end at first contact. And if you enjoy a fun sci-fi romp, the JJ verse ones are there too. But they only got 1 movie out and then 2 more didn't ever really happen. Okay, the 3rd one's not so bad. It's just a horrific use of a fantastic actor. Huh. Well, anyway, on to more important things at hand. We are prepping the Wild Weasel. We are going at a speed of 12. And let's also go on shield reinforcements. Hopefully we're not fighting anything big. We do have the plasma torpedoes capable of sieging out a starbase of that size. We are fighting a single frigate, but because it's a Romulan frigate, this thing could be equipped with anything from a Mauler to a Plasma F to an R-type plasma torpedo. They really enjoy upgunning their frigates. So we're sending a probe his... Ooh, there's a heavy cruiser here too. Okay, crap. Our decoy is ready. Unfortunately, fighting an FHK, I don't know what that does. Tell me. Tell me true, my friend. Okay, so it's us. That's us, and you are who? This one. Yes, we're using a lot of probes. A single G-type and multiple Ds. Oh! Are we escort? No. No, we're not. You're an enemy. Wow, this is a brutal mission. What the heck, game? Slow down speed of time. S-type plasma torpedo, that'll cause you to stop. Yep. And then S-type plasma torpedo might cause you to stop. He's doing a speed of 8. This is a really rough mission. I mean, what the heck, game? Yeah, he activated his Wild Weasel as well. We've got incoming plasma torpedoes. All stop. Okay, that's all of ours. Engage with everything we've got. Let's see if we can't kill a frigate in short order. 2 good hits. We knocked out his phasers, one of his defensive plasma torpedoes, and it looks like his primary plasma torpedo as well. Increase speed. I am very concerned about being able to accomplish this mission. We are not a fast ship. We are fighting in a plasma universe. Incoming missile. We have no defensive phasers except for our tail whip, which I am loath to use on a missile, but it's probably what we're going to use it for. Phaser 3s are not online yet, so Phaser 1's going to have to eat it. Yep, there it goes. Okay, we got the frigate. Dump a mine here. We're going to target you next. Because, well, not because you're dangerous, but because I just need to cut down the number of bodies that I've got to focus on. If I can keep my plasma torpedoes reserved for this guy, I'll be in a better position. He is charging 2 Fs and an S, and we are not prepping a shuttle. Crap. Oh god, I hope I have enough time to do this. We need to stay very much on top of this, because if we fall behind on that one, we're screwed. So we have systems charging at differing rates across the ship. We've got our first S-type plasma torpedo ready to go. It's tempting to fire it at this guy. He will Wild Weasel it, or at least he'll try to. And second S-type plasma torpedo ready to go. And we are only about a third of the way. Plasma torpedo, engage. Port side, F-type plasma torpedo shall also engage as soon as it bears. He's dumped his Wild Weasel. So stand by. And we need to build some distance here. He is reinforcing that shield. And, crap, this is going to hurt a lot! Stern shields are down, and we have damage to a Phaser 3. Our engines are down 2 points of power. The rest of the ship is relatively intact. F-type plasma torpedo. Let's see if this prompts a response from you. Select phasers only. Didn't kill him. Plasma torpedo. Kill him. That got him. Okay, it's a one-on-one fight now. And we are going to keep prepping Wild Weasels as they come. We're going to need as many as we can get. Unfortunately, we also need more power. Just, we're not able to make a very high speed, which kind of sucks. we've got 2 more shuttles that we're going to prep after this. But we've got to build some positioning into this, because right now he's in a very strong position on us. And he's cloaked. We can use that to our advantage. I'm going to bounce it. Okay, shield stayed up. And we are curling in. We're going to try and get on his tail and hold there until the end of time. So, phasers will not be able to do anything from this range. By which I mean him being cloaked. And our plasma torpedoes are currently still charging. It's going to take us a little while to get anything back. So all systems are back online. I'm not going to go waste a repair part on... Okay, we didn't even have to. It just fixed itself on its own. Okay. So attempting a high energy turn. And I think the tractor beam automatically shuts off. Because I know for a fact we have charged this before. And then it didn't activate when he came in a cloak. So tractor beam is ready. He's coming out of cloak. Engage with anything you got, folks. Force screen has collapsed. Our starboard side plasma torpedoes are going to start engaging any second now. Turn! Everything into him. Okay. Break. No, we're going to hold him. If he's going to cloak, we're going to just hold on to him. Slow down. We have no forward shield anymore, but we're just going to keep him here. And Marines, 9 on board. It's time to start whittling him down. As long as he's cloaked, we have the advantage. He can't use his weapon systems, and until he builds up enough charge, he won't be able to cut off our tractor beam. So as long as we keep attacking him, he can't stop us from doing this. And in fact, Marines, hit and run. Kill that tractor beam emitter. Oh, he's coming out of cloak. Got the tractor beam. Dump a wild weasel. We have no weapons available to fire right now. We've done some pretty serious damage to him, but we haven't killed him. And that's a problem, because our forward shields are collapsed. We basically just traded plasma fire on that. And he got a nice, nasty hit down through our armor. Okay, patch that phaser 3 again. Alright, all phasers, strike back. Try and punch through. Get some damage on there. He's going down to a speed of 8, but he's been kind of skulking around at that speed the whole time anyway. Forward shields are still down. That'll make sieging the base a lot harder. We've got a little while before our plasma torpedoes can come back online. I was really hoping to knock out some of those plasma torpedoes. The fact that we didn't is really concerning to me. Our port side plasma torpedoes are going to come online before our starboard plasma torpedoes, which kind of sucks. Alright, that's a stern firing plasma torpedo. It was fake. Okay, excellent. Fire an S-type torpedo into his stern. This one, I'm going to guess, is also a fake. I'm going to hope this is a fake. No, that one was real. That one was very much real. But he has just dumped another wild weasel. It did get hit by our plasma torpedo. So, everything you've got, just lay into him. Okay, we're really starting to get through now. Another 20 damage through on that. Phasers engage at point-blank range. Marines? Hi. Okay, we got a couple of nice good shots. Oh, wow. We've taken out pretty much everything on board this ship. He doesn't have any active systems. Except for a single phaser, I believe. Yeah, he's got one phaser online. He's patching the other one. Okay, so that rapid turn really screwed him over. He's down to 3 people on board. Marines? Oh, we only have a couple of tractor beams. We'll have to do another beam over to fully finish taking this boat. Increase speed. We want to catch up to him. We keep doing that. It's something we really need to try not to do. Hey, patch that. Come up here. Somewhere out there, there is the enemy. Shields. Reinforce the forward shield only. Also full power to forward shield. Thank you. Increase the speed of time. Increase the speed of our vessel. And let's start scanning around. We'll also take an opportunity. We're going to come to... we don't need any more of these, because he will only have 4 phaser 4s. And a... oh, there he is. Okay. Deactivate the deep scan. Deep scan increases your range by about 33% or something like that. So that's why we were able to see that beyond the range of 100, which is the normal scanner. So, defensive shields, all front. We'll increase the speed of time just a little bit. Or not speed of time, but the speed of the vessel. We're already doing maximum time acceleration. If I'm not mistaken, you don't have a shuttle bay. Do you? You do not. Okay, so we can just engage with torpedoes at the moment that we get there. So torpedoes are selected, and we're going to very carefully watch the shield screen, because that'll tell us how far until we die. We are traveling too fast to charge and fire, if we fire everything. And current estimated damage is 0. So at what point will the plasma torpedoes start dealing potential damage? Still not... So a range of about 30 according to that. Oh, crap. Stop, stop. All stop. Hi. Don't want to get too close. So, engage with plasma torpedoes from maximum range. 26 damage doing that. So we do want to get a little bit closer. If we can manage it. So we're going to skulk around at a speed of 1, steadily get closer. Yeah, I'm happy here. Hi. We're not going to get any closer than that. That was terrifying, the amount of damage. Yeah, our shields are barely holding it together. Alright, F's before S's, which is exactly what we want, so he wastes his fire on the F's instead of the S's, which will do more damage when they get to him. If he does that staggered fire thing, we can basically win this, because he'll never be able to get past the reinforcement. So yeah, I was not expecting us to win that fight. Normally in a plasma battle, numbers wins. And he had a frigate, a freighter, and a heavy cruiser. The heavy cruiser is our equal. There's no getting around that one. That heavy cruiser had exactly the same armament as we did. And a cloaking device. But the cloaking device is more of a hindrance than a help. So I was expecting just the amount of plasma to come in from all directions, but we were able to pretty much just completely annihilate that frigate before it had a chance to really weigh into the battle. And then we had a good time spreading out the amount of damage that the heavy cruiser was able to do across all our shields. And it turns out that the freighter had absolutely no impact on the battle at all. I mean, it was kind of a waste to be there. More plasma torpedoes. Just keep dumping them into them. When we start seeing big jumps, we'll know that we can do more. Until that happens, though, we're just gonna sit back here and wait. Being a nice little tanky vessel. Yep. We could probably afford to get a little bit closer, but I am a little bit gun-shy. We're dealing a decent chunk of damage every time we fire. I mean, it does deal 45-ish. F-type torpedoes. S-type torpedoes. 144. We have one more probe. We could use that. Let's go, Marines. Hit and run. Not worth it. So 20 Romulan Marines. This is more of an outpost, a listening post of some kind, serving as a outer system watchdog for one of those 2 planets, and not the normal pirate base that we normally expect in these asteroids. Okay, that was important. Probe, go. Okay, we took out one of his type 4 phasers, which is big, because it also means that his armor is getting vulnerable. And let's see, we can take it. We can take that much damage. Almost charged for another plasma torpedo salvo. F-type salvo. S-type salvo. 16 plus 44, so our torpedoes are not doing any more damage. He's still lashing out against our shields, but our forward reinforcement is definitely holding. So, should be good. Hopefully. Unfortunately, we do have to wait 3 turns before we get to shoot back. Ugh, every time I watch that go down, I always worry, because if he cuts through the reinforcement, we really don't have much of a shield left on the forward area. And another round. 19. 44. That was a big one. Let's get closer. Let's get closer and end this battle soon. Because it's been dragging on. But then again, sieging always does. At least until you get, like, battleships and then you blow these things up in one pass. Actually, I don't think that would be the case. I know we can blow these things up in one pass if we get a good missile salvo on it. If we play them Iraq. S-type plasma torpedoes, or F, and now S's. That does it! Took out the asteroid base station. And 3 ships while we did it. I'm feeling pretty cocky now. Just watch, next episode, GCS Sarah dies. So let's see how much prestige we got for knocking off a heavy cruiser. 364 only? Really? That's a little bit disappointing. But that's going to wrap it up for an episode there. We're now up to 6603 prestige. We are 3,000 away from being able to afford a battleship, should we so desire to go for it. And the state of the situation, the Federation getting involved in the system. Reserve forces not quite taking care of this just yet, but hopefully they will get their butts into gear. Anyway, I've been Tirak. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I release one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.